Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to some of you, and peace out to the rest of you. Blackheart, signing black in and shining again, asking you to hit that share button because the message is more important than who I am. This being said, in my second to last recording, there was this idea that I am just against the NOI, like I hate them. No, I'm against the NOI to the extent that they are against actual Islam being turned to as a solution for black people. That's the extent to which I'm against them. Many would say, well, brother, we're not against that. You choose for yourself. Yeah, but see, you're saying that God came in the person of a man. Now, the problem with that, and the reason why that is some business of ours, is because we're both saying that we're Muslims. And Islam, and we both understand that means submission to the will of God. So now we got to argue about who God is. And it does become confusing because in all actuality, what you have confuses and turns folks away or occupies them in time that they could be using studying what we got that actually is a solution, so to speak. It actually does have a medicine. Instead, you offer them something else, and you say it's tailored to you, black man. It's suited, it's catered to you and tailored to suit you, black man, because nobody else is like you. Well, then that would mean that we're not fully human, almost. I mean, we are different, but we're different because everybody else decided we were different. We're not different because we decided that we were different from everyone else. And so also, a system that's already in place gets ignored, and then we have to turn around and try to build something else, build another system designed within the system designed to do us in. We got to build a system designed to save us when there's already something else, a completely different paradigm we could take on. So in other words, you're taking a Mac computer and you're saying to the Mac, no, you're taking a Windows computer and you're saying to the Windows, here's an Apple operating system. It makes computers run, and it makes them run really fast. Yeah, but that's designed also for the Apple hardware. What you could do is you could take Windows 10 for that computer and use that to take out Vista, because the Mac came up, or Apple came up with Vista, but everybody thought it was Microsoft that came up with Vista. It slows down the computers, and then Mac sales go up, Apple sales go up. But if you could simply say, well, instead of saying, well, here's Windows 10 that's designed for you to work well, you come along and you say, well, here's a new Apple operating system that we've hacked and cracked. When in reality, it wasn't even Apple. I'm just using this as an example. It's not the best example, but you get it. I mean, what I wanted you to understand is that if you were to come in, if your numbers are 50,000 or 500,000, whatever your membership rolls are, you have organization. You got more of that than what we have. If you could come in under Sunni Islam, African Americans could say, okay, now we have the right faith and we've got the organization to make it function. And then your membership could go back up. And you would be able to, with the cash, you would be able to hold some scholarships for some of the students to go over here where I am, do some studies, and use that to liberate their people. Or hell, you would have that. You'd have that kind of money to where you could open up a school here and you could have Shadid Muhammad to help you find the right scholars that are qualified. Or you could have a little bit of both, a scholarship to attend for a few years over here in this part of the world where they learn Arabic, or in Mauritania where it would actually be cheaper. They learn the Arabic language, then they could go back over there and start to learn even more. The point is that the options are endless. But this would have actually worked out for you and for us if you were able to do this, but for whatever reason, y'all can't. And that's not on me. So you may think that I was saying this out of just pure hatred. No, I was saying this out of disappointment, because if you were the divinely ordained outfit and group for the liberation and salvation of the black nation, then you would not have been so easily infiltrated by the devil. Not that doggone easily. If he was the messenger, then how come his second in command was an informant? You have to think critically, starting with about yourself. We all do. That goes for me too. So before you think I was going after you, understand that in actuality, I'm disappointed because I know you could do a hell of a lot better. What I want is for fire and brimstone to rain down upon the white Western world and its uncivilization, not on you. But you can't sit there and keep on inviting that sort of thing onto yourself. In order to stop doing that, you're just going to have to turn to the true God, who did not come in the form of a man, who has no reason to do that, who creates more than just people, but creates galaxies. And abandon these myths of big-headed scientists and stuff like that. It sounds like a bad science fiction movie, a poor imitation of a Star Wars movie. You better than that where you should be. It's actually up to you. But no, what I said was not out of hatred, but yes, I am disappointed, and no, you ain't on the right path. If I'm not on the right path, it's because of me as an individual. You ain't on the right path because of your software. And therein lies a major difference. I hope that one day what I said is not true and that you are on the right path at some point. And that in the meantime, what I've said helps you out rather than harms you. And I mean that from the bottom of my black heart. Black heart, signing black out. Assalamu alaikum, and black male power just because they don't like it.